Now I need to do separately. Put the little image away. Hey, everybody, welcome. Look,
Oh,
look who we have here for the first time in a
there we
while.
go.
Joe's back. How you doing,
Hey,
Joe?
how's it going, everybody? All right. Oh, I probably should actually bring up the
Little
chat
chat.
so I can
Let's
see.
see how you doing. Let's wait for people to pile in here. But yeah,
Yeah.
we are in our quarantined situation here in California. The governor just released. Not that this is a news outlet for all you guys. This is fair and balanced filmmaker IQ news. But the county the governor has gone ahead and given us some stages about how we shall reopen, and we shall be doing that pretty soon. So hopefully we'll be coming out of this in the next, well, at least moving to the next stage in the next few weeks. Movie theaters, we don't know what's going to happen with that. Joe, have you heard about what happened in the movie theaters today? Craziness.
Oh wait, is it the AMC is not
AMC.
showing a Universal show, or not showing
Yeah.
any Universal movies, or something like that? I only briefly gazed over it just because I thought of how ridiculous that is, and I figured that sooner or later they'll just crack on it because Universal has too many blockbusters and all that stuff. I mean, right now they can hold strong because nobody's going to the movies, but I feel like once everyone's back, or maybe it will progress to the where I would like to see it, which is I can just rent the movie on my freaking TV and not have to go into the movie theaters. Like, yeah, it's great every once in a while. I like to go to the theater, but at the same time, there is something to be said about just having my own popcorn and being on my couch and watching it on my big screen TV.
All
So,
right. Well, that's your take on it. Well, here's some more updates with that. Not only AMC has gone and said that they won't release any Universal movies. The is it Cinemark, which owns the Regal, is also coming out and saying, Universal, we ain't gonna have it if you don't give us our 3 month window. We're not gonna play your movies. So it's both Universal and Edwards Theater and it's Regal, and AMC's on it.
yeah.
I have a feeling that all the other theaters, NATO, by the way, if you're not familiar with North American theater organizations, not the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. NATO has declared war on Universal. So NATO's not very happy with it either. I think you're going to have some heads, but again, if we learn anything from the way things in the world work, it's these are initial moves and posturings. This is what happens. They put stuff
Yeah,
out there,
exactly.
and then we go ahead and we negotiate. We negotiate a few or an agreement between the two. So that's what's probably going to eventually happen. They'll come to an agreement. I think you got to give the theaters their due because they don't have any. That's how they make money. They need that theatrical window. Otherwise, people are literally like Joe going to stay at home and watch the movie. If you can't watch the movie unless you go to the movie theater, you know that's if you can't watch the movie, then you're going to go to the movie theater if you want to watch it within 45 days or whatever it is. So you kind of need that for theatrical. The other thing I was going to say is this might be because I was making this logical argument. This might be how we get the movie studios back into owning the theaters, getting rid of that 1945 Paramount decree, saying that movie studios can't own theaters. If a movie studio owned a theater, then they would have an interest in protecting screenings and have an interest in the theatrical experience. But right now they don't, and the theaters are kind of like, well, you're my supplier. I don't have any other choice. I have to do what you give me. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I think obviously something's going to be flying back. Something's going to be kind of resolved. Hopefully you guys are all seeing our stream. I get occasional spikes saying that the stream quality is not as high as it should be, but then YouTube says
Yeah.
it's excellent. So hopefully you guys are all
Well,
seeing us.
I paused it, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, well, I
I
don't
really
know.
should just let ours go live. But yeah, no, I'm interested to see where this will go. It'll
Yeah, Witcher.
either lead the route and or lead the way to at home releases, or they'll come along with something that works for both of them. I feel like the posturing will lead to just some middle ground somewhere, or it's just drum up a little bit of press. I don't know,
And to be
and we'll see.
fair, what Universal said, I feel like I'm not. I gotta do this. I feel like I'm in a old Batman episode. It's I'm all crooked. But what Universal did say was they were only going to do it for some movies. Like they weren't going to do it for all movies. Obviously, you don't want to put Fast and Furious. You want Fast and Furious to be playing in the theater. You just want it. I
Yeah.
mean, that's you just like no matter how well Trolls 2 did, it's not going to do as well as just what's it called? Just VOD. Oh, Hand of Fear. Actually, just John's audio is out of sync. Just John. Is it? Where am I out of sync? Just Dutch angle that shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunately, hopefully, most of my computer is just like bugging out. I don't want to restart the whole thing, so I might. Yeah, I might be. I am out of sync. Out of sync. You know what else is out of sync? The whole damn world
That's
is out
right.
of sync.
The whole damn world is
You're
out
out
of
of sync. You're out of sync.
I keep turning my chair and then just leaving frame every time I come back. I don't even realize I'm doing it. Yeah. Well, it's like if I turn this way or if I go, like, yeah.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. But, yeah, so, I
That's
mean,
the
that's
story with
one
what's
thing.
going on.
Well, I mean, we'll see as it progresses. But I am one of those people that is for home releases, maybe just a little bit raised. But like you said, that will kill theaters and make it a little bit harder for them to make their money. But at the same time, I like being at home and having the ability to watch something while doing 10 other things is
Well, I
helpful.
just want to make use of my AMC, whatever they call that, Hall Pass
That's
or
true. You're paying for it right now, and
A-listers.
there's absolutely nothing to do with it.
I mean, I'll let them keep the money because I like them, but I'm not, I want to go back. I mean, that's the great thing about the membership. You just go to the movies because you feel like you have to go. It's like going to the gym. Like, I'm paying for this
Yeah,
damn thing. I need to go to the gym. Although
yeah, that's
never,
exactly
that
right.
never worked.
Yeah, it was always on the tip. Never mind, just the
I
tip.
know. You're like,
Anyway,
I want to go. Oh, yeah, on the tip. There you go.
uh,
Exactly.
but yeah, so let's start the first one, then we'll jump into some other
Yeah,
things, and then
let's
people
talk
can
about.
bring out their questions.
So yeah, I was wanted to just I saw that on Netflix. This is that Hail Caesar was on, and I decided to watch it. This is the third time I've watched the movie, and I gotta say, the more I watch this dang movie, the more I like it. And if you guys don't know what Hail Caesar is, uh, here just here's a little image, still frame of Scarlett Johansson. Why are we people
Cheers.
calling? I'm calling back. So here's just a little bit of it. I just turn the audio off of it, but it's the Coen brothers' great tale of basically old school Hollywood, and it's remarkably fresh and nascent. I mean, it's really smart, and I think what failed was it's way too insider. Maybe it's not way too insider. I don't want to make it sound like I'm some sort of expert on Hollywood, but it's really kind of inside baseball Hollywood because that's really the way it kind of operated. And honestly, another thing I do like about the movie is one of the very few films of that era that kind of show that hey, there were communists in Hollywood trying to push the communist agenda. Like McCarthy was right. The problem was McCarthy was a dick and wrong about how he approached it, but he was right. Communists were trying to infiltrate Hollywood, and so it does kind of give you that take. Plus, it's funny. Deakins' work on it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, they nail it. They really nail Hail Caesar. So seriously, it's on Netflix now. Go ahead and pull it up and just enjoy it. I mean, you kind of I advise you to read a couple books about old Hollywood to get it. But once you do, it like hits all the spots. Have you seen this movie, Joe? You ever watched
No,
this movie?
actually, I have not, but
Okay.
I now am gonna watch it because you watched it when it originally came out in
And I
theaters. I
wasn't
remember.
crazy about it when I first watched it. I'm like, it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. But it's grown on
Yeah,
me a lot. And
and
Hand of Fear
then
said Wayne Knight steals the show in that opening shot. He's he's good in the movie.
very nice. And Michigan says I absolutely adore this movie. But yeah, like so what happened was you went and saw it, and then you were like, it's not all that great. So I just kind of was like, I'm not gonna go watch it. And then I saw it on Netflix, and I was debating it, but I wound up watching. I've been watching Taskmaster, which is a British kind of like panel show, except they just do. It's like it's their version of Fear Factor with comedians and just making them do really crap tasks for funny hilariousness. And yeah, each one has a panel of like four comedians, and they do things. But yeah, so I was watching.
Taskmaster.
I watched all of
Dang.
season one.
9 seasons of that sucker.
Yeah, I watched all of season one, and it's a good show. But yeah, that's literally it's been that and anime, and then I watched Alter Carbon season 2.
Obviously not the
So.
Marvel Taskmaster. That's something different.
Correct. That's Black Widow's enemy in this new upcoming movie, which, I mean, I want to see, but
Well,
they're
we'll have to
pushing.
wait for that.
Yeah, exactly. We're pushing that out because it'll be in theaters. Let's see. Okay? John is right that if you have some knowledge of how the film industry works,
It's almost
back in the day,
it's
Hail
almost a
Caesar is more
prerequisite.
rewarding.
It's almost prerequisite to watch Hail Caesar. I'm not trying to like shy people away from it, but it's one of those movies where like if you watch, there's an opening sequence where the rabbi, the Greek Orthodox Church, the pastor, like the Lutheran pastor, and like and the Jew are sitting in the room and they're saying, "What do you think about our portrayal of Christ?" Like this is exactly like old Hollywood was betrothed to those religious groups. They really, I mean, that's really where the Hays Code, a lot of stuff was coming from. So that scene, and it's so funny. And then the scene that I keep talking about is the there's a scene where Han Solo and the what's the guy from Harry Potter, Professor Snape, not Snape, the other whatever, the bad dude.
Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes, yeah. It's not. It's the guy that played Han Solo in the new movie. Like, what's his face? His name is Adrian something or another. Ray Fiennes.
The only way I would be able to recognize him if it was in a really dark room. So even that wouldn't know his name.
There's this great scene between the two. If it were so simple, it's like the best like comedy thing since Who's on First, because basically Ray Fiennes plays this like kind of really like snooty like British director, and he's got they hired this cowboy to come and play in his movie because he's famous, and he's like, I want you to sit down in the throne and then give a laugh hauntingly. He's like, oh, so, okay, maybe we don't do the hauntingly thing. Just practice this line. If it were so simple. He's like, if it were so simple. No, if it were so simple. It's just anyhow. I'm doing a horrible. I'm doing justice to it. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fucking
right.
hilarious. It's awesome. Okay, so we were talking about Taskmaster. Let's talk about another TV show.
Oh yeah, there you go. Segue right there.
Segue into Peep Show. So people were asking, a couple people in the chat were saying excited. So I discovered Peep Show a while ago, and what I didn't discover was the fact that the final season is available. Because when I remember, we kind of left off, and Matt, another good friend of ours, we love that show, but we're talking about, man, they just kind of ended up nowhere where Dobby's gone and they're just in the field like smacking each other. And it's like, this is a horrible way to end the show. And then finally they have a right fitting ending that they finally released on Amazon. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can check it out. Peep Show is all there. It's also, I believe, on Hulu. So between those two sources, you can find it. The final season, I just love it. I mean, this is the kind of television that I totally enjoy. It's a kind of Joe and I have been kind of working on off and on again about this concept we have about these two guys and their interactions with the world, and it's sort of our idea is sort of what's it called, Curb Your Enthusiasm, sort of Seinfeld kind of sitcom style, more toward your Curb Your Enthusiasm with that, but there's an overarching story throughout the whole thing, and that's exactly what Peep Show is. Except I think our stories are a little more tightly, more like Arrested Development, tightly knitted. But Peep Show is also like that. This last season, it's I think it's fantastic. Although I just binged it in basically a day, all 6 episodes of it in a day. It's amazing how much. So those of you that don't know Peep Show, Hannah Fear is asking if we've seen Mitchell and Webb look too. Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Oh yeah, most
It's
definitely.
we find those funny and tend to reference them a fair bit as
Yeah.
jokey, I guess. Especially
Am
the
I the bad guy?
am I the bad guy? I
No,
mean,
but
they've got an eagle on theirs, and we've got a skull on
skull.
ours.
Here's an idea, Joe. Why don't you take your BMX bike and knock out the guy, and
Yeah.
then do a triple somersault wheelie and hit the other guy and take them all out, and I'll sit here and watch. It's like,
Yeah.
no, this might be a good time.
No,
Anyhow,
you could just summon those angels. No, you got this.
we're going to very inside joke for anybody that does not know Mitchell and Webb and does not know Peep Show. Let's talk about what the heck is Peep Show. If you're not familiar with it, it is not some sort of X-rated thing, unfortunately or fortunately, or whatever your position is on that. Peep Show is basically about these roommates. This one guy named Mark Corgan and his friend, whose name is Jeremy Osborne, and they are basically they're friends, but they couldn't be more apart. Mark is kind of stuck up, very conservative, very like by the book, and Jeremy is an agent of chaos and totally on just insane. But ultimately, they have this love hate relationship that they cannot they cannot be apart. And so in this world that they inhabit, and there's a lot of Britishisms about it. It's very very British in the sense that everyone's got these nicknames that in America, as an American, I don't know how do you call Jeremy Jez, but that's his name. There's Super Hands, there's Big Sue's, there's all these characters, and they kind of float in and out of their lives, and it's just a very cleverly written show about being kind of single and disturbed. And the conceit of the show, I'm sorry if I got around didn't go by it. The conceit of the show is it's told all through first person camera work. So it's told through voiceover, and the camera's looking at the person, or the camera's seeing through the eyes of the actor, and you're hearing the guy's thoughts, and then we'll cut to the other actor seeing his perspective, hear his thoughts. It's a very creative. I mean, it's a creative way of doing a show. But I've also read that it is also painful as hell, and I think Mitchell and Webb both were happy to kind of conclude the episodes, because as they went along, it's like, this is hard to shoot. We can't just do a scene. We have to do a scene
Yeah.
looking directly at a camera the whole time. There's no like play off each other. Oops. So
Hmm.
yeah. But I'm glad they did it, and I'm glad they suffered it out. And I thought it was a great ending season. Definitely go ahead and check it out. Joe, I know Joe just
Yeah.
broke the news to Joe about the final season tonight.
Yeah, I didn't actually know about
So,
that.
so
So
now
now
you
I have
know.
another thing to look for on Premiere, which is because obviously Jay and Silent Bob reboot is on Amazon Prime.
Oh, we gotta watch that
Um,
too.
oh, that was the other thing. Kevin Smith is basically launched his own essentially like subscription based uh ch- like web page where he does multiple podcasts. He's bringing all that kind of stuff back. He released like the Clerks, the Mallrats, the something, I forget what the other one was, and then the Yoga Hoser thing is like a price range from, I think, from $5 to $30. It could be a little bit off on that. I only kind of looked at it earlier today. And then he also, it's also you get scripts. Like he's actually
Oh,
bringing
that's
out the
cool.
scripts from like that he did. It's like his version of the script. He's copying it and giving it to the people that, I think it's the $30 one. So you could actually see his little kind of in the, in the script notes that he did while he was shooting, which is kind of an interesting thing if you like to be in the mind of of a director and see kind of like what his thought process was on things, like what he crossed out, what he like made changes to on that day or whatever, or simply I think it looked like he doodled on the front cover of it. So yeah, and I think he's going to do that for all of his movies. Like it'll be, I'm assuming like videos and memorabilia and scripts are these like kind of like gifts that he gives to the $30 tier people. But I mean, hey, for $30 you get a copy of like one of his scripts like in the month. I mean, obviously he's not going to do that stuff every month, so it may not be just $30 in construing, but the fact that you could get that script, and and see what he's done, like, and stuff like that. I think that's kind of cool. And you know, Kevin Smith loves to talk, so obviously he's
I think
going to
Joe
tell
can't hear
you
me.
all those stories. I can hear you now.
Okay, where is that site?
Let's
It's not
see.
Secret Stash, is it? Or
No, no. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it.
you know what's kind of funny about the Secret Stash site I'm on right here? Let's just bring it up over here. I love the fact that they have an online help number and it's a 732 number. I'm guessing, what is that? Is that New Jersey area code?
Probably.
Let's
Um,
do an area code search.
the
Central New Jersey.
kevinsmithclub.com. It's that kevinsmithclub.com.
That kevinsmithclub.com. As it slowly I'm on home internet as it slowly putters and hey, there it is. That's cool. So
Yeah, and if you
check it
want to
out,
see
that
Kevin
Oh,
Smith
there you
blowing
go.
a mic, then just click on the first video that he put on there, and you can see him blow a
You can
mic.
be a clerk, you can be a mall rat, a fun employee, or a yoga hoser.
Fun employee, that's what it was. Yeah, but yeah, and then the yoga hoser one was the one that says scripts taken straight from Kev's shelves. We're we're printing physical copies of the actual scripts used to make Kev's classic flicks. The first script released will be the second draft of Clerks, dated 1993. This
Oh wow.
never-before-seen version of the script features scenes that weren't even shot, as well as scribbled notes by a young Kev and a Scott Mosier. Get a different script every 3 months. So there you go. Essentially, it's every 3 months. So you're looking at essentially like $90. But I mean, to be fair, those scripts. I mean, a script thing usually goes
Yeah.
for about 120. So
This is typical Kevin Smith's quote, give me a little money and I'll give you hours of filthy oral.
yep,
Of
yeah,
course.
exactly.
That's Kevin Smith for you.
What's up there,
Yeah,
Donnie? How are you doing?
yeah, hi Donnie. No, I mean, I think I'm more of I think I'm more visually oriented than Kevin Smith. But man, if to be able to do your own projects the way he's done, at least in the last few years, that's the goal,
Yeah,
man. That's the goal.
exactly.
People rag on Tyler Perry a lot. I'll just pull it up for you guys. Tyler Perry Studio. People rag on Tyler Perry a lot, but the fact of the matter is, the guy has like a $30 million studio. Not 30 million, like a $300 million studio, and it's like, man, if I had those toys,
Yep,
I want a 30,000 square foot studio, not 30 million. Dang it.
yep.
Anyhow,
I
I don't know
am.
what.
We are doing well, Donnie. I just had my birthday 2 days ago, so
Yeah,
we're
Joe is turning
yeah,
old,
yep. We're
and I
turning
am
old,
turning old
and
with him.
yep, yep. We're having a quarantine birthday, so that's always fun.
Did you do anything fun with that, or did you have sushi or anything?
No, yeah, I had sushi and then
There
we
you
got
go.
the cake and stuff. But
You
yeah,
actually had a
and I
cake.
ate sad. Yeah, I got one from Rouse and ate
How big
sadly.
was it though?
It's not. It was like a little personal
Little
cake. I
cake.
didn't get like a super
You know what?
big one or
I've
anything
been
like
kind of
that.
craving cake too, and I know what you guys are saying because you're fat, John. No, I've been kind of craving cake. So I went to Walmart and I got these like these little like the loaf cake kind of things, and they're like,
Thank
eh,
you, Daniel and Donnie, for the birthday
this is not
wishes.
it. This is not it.
Yeah, no, I've gained weight like because of this stupid thing, so it's not
Yeah,
good.
no. By the way, I'm just going to pull up a little bit. So we're talking about Tyler Perry Studios. Like, holy moly.
Oh wow.
I mean, dude, the guy's got. Oops, I don't know why I'm scrolling over there. I mean, this is like literally acres and acres of studios, of pre-built sets. It's like a little town there, so he can just make his little movies. And obviously, he's not the only person that works on the
Oh yeah, because
studio. He
he
rents it out.
probably rents it out and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
Hey, I
like
mean, that's
I was saying,
awesome.
Orson Welles once said that the greatest toy ever made was a film studio, and Tyler Perry has basically the best toy right now.
Yeah.
Like, screw that kid that opens that opens toys. I'm getting tired of that kid. I want Tyler
Yeah.
Perry. I want to sit there and have him open boxes as he goes and gets his stuff there. Daniel Saldivar says Marvel shoots there. Wow, why not?
I mean, look at that. You got a freaking.
He's got a freaking.
I mean, he's obviously got cars. He's got a theater. I mean,
he's got town.
He's probably got all that stuff. Yeah.
It's insane.
I mean, he could literally, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. We need to go,
like, Joe, can you make friends with Tyler Perry? Yeah, the dream
I know.
Building. Let's just go hang out with Tyler. Oh my God, what the heck? It's like, oh, here's my hotel.
Wow.
Room. Here's my elevator. You can take the walls apart probably and shoot whatever angle you want.
Probably, yeah.
Holy moly, look at that bar he's got there. I love this show that we don't ever watch anything beforehand. We just kind of fumble around. Daniel Saldivar says Fort McPherson, former Army base. Man,
that's cool as hell.
So
it's always like that thing where you're like in The Simpsons where they buy. He buys that really shitty warehouse and then it falls over in the end.
Yeah.
But it's like that's what you think of. It's like he went and took like Fort McPherson, which was probably Dust Balled and all that stuff, and then he turned it into this. Turned it into something freaking truly amazing.
It's in Georgia too, so it's not like prime real estate. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying not like bagging on Georgia, but it's not like L.A. real estate, Trying to build a freaking thing in LA it would be impossible, but you can do it in Georgia. That's what like occasionally. I mean, I don't know if this is still up there. Atlanta's in Georgia, right? Am I not crazy?
Atlanta, Georgia, and that's where Marvel and all that stuff shot. So that's where they were talking about how insanely hot it was and all that stuff, and they were wearing their suits and yeah.
Like occasionally I'll go on eBay because I'm crazy, and I'll go through what I'll do is actually look at real estate on eBay, which is probably a terrible idea.
Is the school still out there?
That's what I was going to see here. I'm trying to get this thing to go away. Oh, here we can buy 2 acres of residential front on the Mojave Drive in Pinion Hills for $2,000. Oh, you get 2 acres of land that's it's this little speck right here in the middle of nothing. Hey, only 48 minutes left for the price of a Canon of a Blackmagic 6K camera. We can own 2 acres of Mojave Desert.
Yeah, that's right. Do we have to pay? Fees on it, or do we just?
Sure, I'm sure, but what we were looking at, what I get like obsessive about is going to finding these old schools. I don't know if there are any still out there. Maybe they took them off because they were probably a scam. Maybe this is
probably.
No, that's not it. But there was an old school that was up for sale for like 16. I want to say it. Well, no, it was like $600,000. But it was like a 20,000 square feet of an old school that had been shut down, and they didn't know what to do with it, so they're trying to sell it at a low price. And I was like, man,
you gotta get those hobos out there.
Yeah, that's the problem. You probably got to clean the hobo shit out of the walls, because they're probably all over the place. And then you probably have to fix everything. And then it's out in this weird town outside of, like, 2 hours out of Wichita, Kansas. So it's like you're in a bad place. Not a bad place, but like out in the middle of nowhere anyway. So it's like, well,
yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Doing that, at least if we were out there, I'd have a better chance to get cheaper cars, because California is ridiculous. So,
well, not only that, we just live in the school.
Yeah, there you go.
And then be the
take over the shop class.
Town.
Yep.
We would the crazy
uncle. We'd rule the town.
Old Mr. Hess, who lives in that old school up on Main Street there.
Yep.
He's crazy. Don't go near that school. That's where.
Don't go near that school.
That's where those young ladies disappeared. No, I'm not saying anything. I didn't do anything of that. Anyhow. Oh, I'm
now we're in trouble.
Now. Yeah. I just got canceled right there. It was immediately canceled.
Miss Texas and native Oklahoma.
Yeah, he's talking about Texas as another option.
Yeah.
Like I'm
there you go.
the thing is, I'm already getting kind of sick of the hot weather. Hot weather here in California. It's just got hot this week, and like,
Yeah,
I can't take this. I got a fan on me. I went to Costco. I bought this fan because
I need to actually buy one. Oh, there you
this
go.
is a
I
good
can
fan.
actually hear it.
$30.
How much was it?
30
Yeah, not
bucks.
bad. I
It's
might
a
actually
it's
go
a
to Target
vortex.
tonight and get
Oh,
one.
naughty boy!
Just be.
Essential service.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
Well, I went to go start the one from last year, and when I hit the button, it went grrr, and then just stopped
Yeah.
working altogether. And I'm like, oh, fantastic.
Well, I got a
So,
whole house. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I just have my
Oh,
window open and hoping that it stays cool in here.
I have a whole
So,
house fan that my dad put in like 20 some years ago, and now it's dead. Like turn it on, it's like and it just dies. And the whole house fan. So I live in Temecula. Joe lives a little further north in Menifee. Sorry. We're gonna get swatted now.
yeah, you
But
just dedoxed me.
I just
All
dedoxed
right,
it.
that's
I'm
cool.
sorry. But anyhow, my point was that where I live at night, it gets really cool, almost the point where it's cold. That's why grapes grow here. So that's wonderful. I could turn the fan on and it's like
Yeah,
free air conditioning at night. Where you live, maybe not so much. I know you tell me, but I don't. It's a little warmer up there, I think, at night than it is down here.
yeah. Well, like if I can put the air, the thing on the window, it's not too bad. But yeah, this place it holds the heat really well, and I'm
Yeah.
on the second floor, so it holds the heat in my room really well. So, I mean, I guess if the coronavirus doesn't like the heat, my room is fantastic.
That and UV lighting.
Yeah.
Uh, See, now I'm just looking up.
Let's see. Donnie said he's working on a version of John Williams' The Flag Parade from Star Wars Episode 1. And speaking of Star Wars, 5 days more till Star Wars Day, the series finale of The Clone Wars, and Disney Plus debut of The Rise of Skywalker. I have still not seen The Rise of Skywalker. I'm holding strong that I may never see The Rise of Skywalker. We'll see. I might have to be forced to watch it. Maybe we'll watch it. Me and John will watch it together on something, and I can cringe and
Don't kill
be
me.
angry.
You can watch
Um,
it on Disney Plus, right? It's on Disney Plus, right?
uh, I think it's well. He said 5 days from now. I
Oh,
guess the Rise of
May the
Skywalker.
4th, yeah. Oh, making of
Yeah.
Mandalorian. That'd be kind of
Well,
fun.
that's cool. That'll be one fun to watch. That'll be something to talk about. Because I like the Mandalorian, and I'm looking forward to season 2. And I think we had talked about it before, where I was saying that this is what should have been done before uh, any of this stuff came out, like any of
Yeah.
this new trilogy stuff. They should have essentially built a universe, because Star Wars, there's no universe building other than in like the books and the video games and all that stuff. So like they should have built the universe and not worried about Solo and making such a dark film, but actually just trading on the goodwill of building a universe and adding some interesting characters. But anyway, that's all stuff. All
Han
right, set up a
Solo.
Zoom
Han
call where we
Solo. Han
live stream a
Solo.
show or movie and do a live commentary. That could be fun. That actually could be a really cool idea.
We have to.
Uh,
It's one of those things where you have to like all get together and hit play when we hit play, and then we'll just listen to us
yeah.
not doing anything.
Well, you know me. We always talk. Tim
Yeah.
pisses Tim off. Tim
Here's
always
Han Solo right there. That's Han Solo.
he's on Solo.
He's Han Solo.
Oh,
Adrian
in
Hail
Hail
Caesar.
Caesar.
And that girl there, she's the girl from Will and Grace. I forget her name. But my God, she's just striking. She's not only striking, but she's like a striking resemblance to Lucille Ball, a young Lucille Ball. I mean, I can't believe how much she looks like Lucille Ball. Let's
Yeah.
see. I don't know. I'm just bringing it up again. Let's see if there's a close up of her. Nope, not in this clip. Anyhow. So yeah, sitting around. I don't think we talk that obnoxiously. I don't know what Tim's issue is. I don't think
I
we're
don't know, but he
obnoxious.
always says that. He's always like,
Maybe in the
I hate sitting by
trailers.
you and John because you guys talk.
We do.
Well, because like all we always throw in the things of when something is blatantly bad in a way or like
Well, yeah.
hilariously bad. Like we comment to each other, but normally Tim for some reason sits like around us or in between us. So you're talking through him or I'm talking through him. So yeah. Well, I mean, I guess he's just annoyed, and then I'm like, well, don't sit in like that way. You always try to sit there, like just sit to the side of one of us. And
Yeah.
he's always like, but he needs to be the center of attention, and then bitches about it. So if you're watching this, Tim, fuck you. No,
He's not watching.
demonetized. Wait, no,
Hey, our viewership has stabilized. 20 people
greetings
watching.
from Canada land. Thank
Hi,
you,
Canada
Craig.
Land.
Thank you.
What part of Canada Land? That's the other question. Are you part of the west side, east side, north side, south side?
That's the other thing. Tim always asks, when are we doing our next stream? And he never shows up either in the chat or while we're streaming.
It's pretty straightforward.
Like,
I mean, usually
talk about
Wednesdays.
failboat.
You know what's funny? So I'm doing this Hollywood,
Yeah.
this Fox video that I'm still working on here, and I got to the part. He's dealing with a guy named Big Tim Sullivan.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I say Big Tim Sullivan, I always think of Tim, because Big Tim Sullivan is a master of election fraud.
You always think of Tim.
Yeah, because like, it's Big Tim Sullivan. And not only that, he was like
Actually, you know what? Let's see.
Yeah.
You know what?
Let's even call him.
Let's call Tim. Yeah.
Big Tim Sullivan. You know, he died of syphilis. No, he didn't die of syphilis. I'm sorry.
Let's call him.
He got hit by a train. He got hit by a train, and people think it wasn't a suicide. It was a murder, sort of Epstein style murder, because he was a political figure, and they're like, well, we don't really want him. Let's see. Okay, we're on the phone. This is the Pubcast first here.
Yeah, let's see.
We have
Wait,
it on
hold
the line. This is exciting.
He's not going to answer.
Right
watch. I was gonna say. I was gonna ask him like, why do you hate going to the movies with us?
Hello.
Hey, Tim, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Not too much. How are you doing?
Just let him know.
Good. What can I do for you?
So, question. Why do you hate going to the movies with me and John?
Why do I hate going to the movies with you guys?
Yeah.
I don't hate going to the movies with you guys. Why?
I seem to recall you saying that you didn't like sitting between us because we talk too much.
That's part of it. I mean, I'll still go, but it's something to complain about.
Fair enough. So to be fair, you are on the podcast right now. So I do have you on speakerphone in front of the podcast.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know about that.
I did let you know just right about now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So anyway, we figured we'd bring you into the Wednesday podcast since you don't show up on your own. We would call you up and then make you feel crappy about yourself on stream.
Oh, well, I guess it's the thought that counts, huh?
Mission accomplished, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, fair enough.
Right in the background there.
So what do you guys, what's your subject today that you're talking about?
We were talking about Rise of... Well, we were talking about a lot of different things. Hail Caesar, which is on Netflix. We talked about you, obviously, which is what brought this call around, because we were talking about being in theaters. We were talking about Zoom watching Rise of Skywalker, since I refused to watch it in theater. And then...
To watch it online?
Yeah, to watch it. So essentially, because in 5 days, I guess it's going live on Disney Plus. So we're saying put it on a Zoom call, and then everybody hits the play button at the same time. But then I was saying that you always tend to not like going to the movies with us because we talk.
So you guys be talking like the whole way through it. Yep.
Well, Rise of Skywalker is one that we need to talk the way through it. That one probably deserves a commentary track.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, and we need to talk through Rise of Skywalker because I mean it's gonna be painful.
I was gonna say, the minute that you hit that button for pay to watch this movie, that's probably gonna hurt you a little bit.
Oh no, it's on or it's gonna be free on Disney Plus. I mean, technically, I already paid my $6.99 to see other things, but this way, I'm not giving them money at the theater to raise their box office.
I was gonna ask you and John if you guys had watched that new Picard series because I saw a Red Letter Media review on it, and they were not exactly enthralled with it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I don't think John has either. I watched like 10 minutes of the first episode because I tried to put it on CBS YouTube for like free because they were like, please watch this. Watch. And like, I like Patrick Stewart. So, but anyway, yeah. But I just don't know if it's going to be any good.
Well, if you watch the Red Letter Media, you're not going to be too happy with that.
But then again, the Red Letter Media guys are like huge Star Trek fans, and they're really hard to please. So maybe they're just being overly critical. I don't know. Yeah,
that's true. Anyway, I am now going to let you go now that we've brought you onto the show. So now you can say you've been a part of a pubcast since you haven't actually been in one since I think maybe the second one.
Way back when?
Not more than that one, but it's been a long time. It's been at least a couple of months, and not just because
more than months.
Yeah. It's been more than months though, but I think it's been about a year.
Okay, well, I feel thoroughly shamed, so you're mission accomplished.
Yeah, I just realized that you can't actually hear John, so some of this is not making sense, but but he can hear you, and yeah. So anyway, all right, buddy.
I can hear you.
Yeah, and Phantom John.
And the world can hear you.
All right, I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man. I'll talk with you later, and we'll get some sushi once this whole thing blows over.
You want to hold me to it.
Yep. You're gonna pay for my sushi for my birthday. That's I'm holding you to that.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Sounds good. Okay, bye.
That wasn't awkward at all.
Oh yeah, no, it totally was. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out while I made fun of Tim. It's the highlight of my. It's the highlight of my night.
That's what we do with Tim, really. People don't understand. Tim's purpose is to be the punching bag, and it's fun, and everyone enjoys it. And I'm sure Tim, on some level, enjoys the punch of bag too.
So here's the thing: Tim now knows two things: A, we're doing the pubcast, and B, it is live. We're still not going to see him on the stream. He would cut. Like if somebody just called me, and then jokingly made fun of me on the pubcast, the first thing I would do after hanging up is go on and watch the pubcast. Yeah. He is not going to do that.
No, of course not.
Anyway, so that's why we loved him. And
comment on Craig Kuster said, "Ooh, Caesars, I love their pizza." To which I have the following riddle: What does Manny use to cut his pizza? Little Caesars. Okay, that's terrible. I've been canceled again.
Little
that
Caesar.
Joke.
Oh wow.
Little Caesars.
Yeah. Well, they can't demonetize us twice.
I was told in front of my friend Little Manny,
but
sexy saxophone man. That was a joke told to the sexy saxophone man back in the day. Yeah, I just love that joke. It's hilarious. Little Caesars. All right.
Oh, so apparently Donnie's also Donnie liked Picard.
Oh yeah.
And is apparently doing a blender model of the USS Enterprise as it should have looked in Discovery. So there you go.
Very cool. I wish I could get my
head original.
I wish I could get my head around.
I was gonna say the original.
It's difficult.
Yeah. John adds porgs on his pizza. Yeah, exactly. There you go. But no, I was thinking of the Filmmaker IQ Live Tonight thing, which had the original Star Trek Enterprise.
No, that had the Klingon.
Didn't it? Or did it the Bird of Prey? Bird of Prey.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bird of Prey. That's what it was. I thought it had the. I know, we need to bring that back.
Yeah, I gotta bring it home. Maybe use that as an intro for this Pubcast. Just change a few things.
Exactly. Watched HBO's His Dark Materials.
Never heard of that one.
No,
That's the other thing. Recently, I've been reading. So I've been going through The Boys, the comic book, and the show is a lot different than the comic book. So there's like literally no connection between it, other than the basic storyline or the basic premise. But the thing about Amazon is like, oh, we're going to give you 6 graphic novels for free, but the last 6 you're going to have to pay for. I'm like, come on.
Oh,
those are expensive too, like $20 a pop. So
let's see. Too bad John doesn't have a 360-degree camera. He could put the camera between he and Joe and record them on a movie. Call it Taking Tim's Seat. There you go. That actually would work. Yeah.
Taking Tim's Seat.
Tim's Seat on the aisle. There you go.
Oh, I can just show you it over here.
But yeah. And then, Charles, if you didn't know, John did put up a picture of the Fox Video Premiere, like a screenshot of it up on Premiere.
Actually, that's exactly what I'm trying to pull up right now.
Oh, is that what you're trying to pull up right now?
Yep. Let's see here. So
I have a treatment with Vader losing his empire over his compulsive autoerotic asphyxiation kink. Any idea where I can sell that? Probably, seek out.
Not a bad idea, honestly. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's an image of the file as it was 2 nights ago. I'm a little further along right now. I'm about right here, about 45% sketched out. But yeah, it's shot. I mean, there I am. And
there you are.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting all the graphics in there and working from home and having nothing to do just makes it slow. And I got stuff to do. Tomorrow I'm going to be shooting with the city, so their weekly update about what's going on in City Lake Elsinore.
There you go.
I always look forward to that. I was like,
and I shall be doing nothing.
Of something. Well, we'll get you doing something soon. Like
Oh no, I'm okay with doing nothing tomorrow, so it's all right. But I am looking forward to some work because I need to pay I need to buy a lot of stuff. But
well, last week we were talking about how the high schools were saying it was inevitable that the high schools were going to do virtual graduations, and I had a meeting today with one of their superintendents, and they're saying, yeah, a lot of school districts are coming to that realization, so a lot of them are announcing it. Riverside just announced it. It's going to be a matter of time. Murrieta's going to announce it pretty soon. Temecula's going to announce it pretty soon. So they're all going through it, doing it. And we're saying, like, apparently Jostens is really big on doing that stuff, so they might go with, just Jostens because they're going to do the yearbook anyway and all that crap. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
There
might be stuff coming
Did
down.
you see the Amazon show, like, Tales from the Loop or something like that? I forget what it was called. Hold on, I've got to look it up. It looked interesting, and I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. But somebody popped, like, kind of was talking about Dark, or they were talking about the Dark series, and I was like, oh, well, let's see, Tales from the Loop, Tales from the Loop.
Yeah, I heard about it somewhere. I think it's probably because I was on the Amazon. I got an Amazon Fire tablet, because why not? And I really enjoy the Fire tablet, but yeah. Daniel Salivar, Lake Elsinore video co-pilot Andrew Kramer of After Effects fame is based there. Actually, I knew Andrew Kramer. He came to me back in the day for a video dub because I was one of the only few people in the area that had a Beta SP machine. So I have done some work with Andrew Kramer on that respect. That is the extent of my Andrew Kramer stories.
That's it right there.
That is it right there. He used to do the Storm Baseball stuff. When we used to, like, transfer a lot of the Storm Baseball stuff. And so I've crossed paths with him before he was really super famous. Super famous in our little world. I
haven't started watching Love and Robots yet. That's another one.
Love and Robots will be next. Question: Donnie Pearson just hoped the Fox documentary will be including mentions of the newest editions of the Fox television station group, Seattle Duopoly of Q13. I don't go in that much detail about which TV stations, because honestly, it wouldn't go that. It's not. That's too detailed. But the first video is going to end in 1929, so we're not even going to talk about television yet. It's going to be just Fox. Yep. Just Fox when
it's going to be the story of his Fox before he dies.
Just
what
Fox
is up there, Fox. Bad Karma?
Karma's back. We always look forward to seeing
welcome.
Karma.
Yep.
Donnie's really interested in these Milwaukee and Charlotte duopolies, so awesome.
Donnie is very researched on.
Yeah, he's going
on
for
things.
It. No, I'm the first. This is the first Fox video cover from 1904 to 1929, and the next Fox video will be 2029 through like 2020, but mainly focusing on the actual, like the big picture stuff. I don't go into which channels own what and all that stuff. I mean, a little bit, but not much. It's funny. It's a cool story. I get pretty heavy-handed. We spent some time on Cleopatra, because Cleopatra was, I'm gonna cuss. It was a clusterfuck of unbelievable proportions. It's funny how big a clusterfuck it was. I mean, we haven't sat down, Joe, you and I, but when I tell you the story, you're gonna be like, holy shit, what was wrong with these people?
I've heard some like things just on history channels and stuff about Cleopatra.
I'll share a little bit now. But like they shot in England, thinking that England in the middle of winter would work for Egypt.
Yeah, like, not so much.
Well, the horses are out there breathing, and they're breathing, moisture blowing out. And then they like, well, this is unusable. So they canned that. They fired the director, and they went down to Italy. But in the meantime, they had to cut 2 actors. And then like a hurricane or some sort of storm blew in, and they're all sitting around at $5,000 a night hotels and all that. And then Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton start like making googly eyes over each other. And at that point, nobody was, everyone was really conservative. They weren't like, tabloid didn't exist back then. It was being invented right there in Rome. That's where we get the word paparazzi from the Italians, because they invented it. And that's who the paparazzi went after, man. And like, it was embarrassing. It was such a clusterfuck. Anyhow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a complete opposite of Caddyshack, where no one gave a crap, and they literally just lived in an almost abandoned style building
Charles
on the edge of the golf course.
If it ends in 29, does it include Fox Studios' 20th Century merger? No, it happens right before that happens. So the story of Cleopatra is in the shoot alone is a whole video. It's amazing how horrible, as filmmakers, today, like even like little guys like us, we realize this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. And the way, I don't know, I'm not trying to be mean, but Elizabeth Taylor, she's not worth it, man. She was such a troublemaker on this dang thing. We were like, well, she makes it up in the, okay, yeah, but holy crap, man. I just kick her ass off the set, dude. Be like, oh, I'm sick today. I can't come into work. Like, you've been doing that for like 5 days. Oh my, it drives me nuts, the story. But anyhow. Ryan Sanders writes, my younger brother has a project of one of his classes on Eisenstein, so I directed him to your video montage. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad. Eisenstein's a fun one to mess around with, man. That's a fun thing to play with. Eisenstein, Joe.
Eisenstein?
That's right. That's right. Jesse Eisenstein.
There you go.
Jesse Eisenstein, the man that brought Lex Luthor to the modern world.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Spacey did too, but.
Well, what is that? It is Jesse Eisenstein, right? Or does he spell his name differently? Eisenberg. I got it mixed up. Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh.
Did you know that Batman and Superman, they both have moms named Martha?
Oh, no. Martha.
Martha? Martha?
My mom's name is Martha. Your mom's name is
Your
Martha.
mom's name is Martha? The whole freaking world's mom's named Martha. Never mind. I'm mixing the streams.
Oh.
So
Yep,
yeah,
it's all right.
you remember Super Dave Osborne?
Oh, of course. He had a
Yeah,
cart. Okay, first off, I love the cartoon,
yeah.
and then because he was always doing stuff, and I think he was in Ocean's 13 or 12. No, or
I'm not sure.
13 because it was the one with Al Pacino. He played not Ben Affleck. What's the other one? Matt Damon's dad, or maybe that was the first one. No, no, it
Uh,
was the last one.
you follow? I can't follow that one. I
Anyway,
mean, sure.
yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it's, but no, I used to love Super Dave, so it's like when I see him, I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, he's still alive. Cool.
No, he's not. Unfortunately.
He's
Yeah.
not?
No, he died in January of last year. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's That's what it mentioned me. I was like, Super Dave. Yeah, he died a while
What a
ago.
depressing segue, you
Yeah, I
son of a
know.
bitch.
Well, I mean, the reason why I brought up Super Dave Osborne is his real
I didn't
name
even know he
is.
was dead.
Yeah, he died on January 2nd, 2019, Indian Wells, California.
Bob.
His name was Bob Eisenberg.
Son,
Yeah, his real name was
Biznitch.
Bob Einstein is his real name. But he's Super Dave. But his brother is Albert.
Yeah.
His brother's literally named Albert Einstein, and he goes by the name Albert Brooks because obviously you don't want to be an actor named Albert Einstein because people would cast you in a certain way. But yeah,
Yeah.
Albert Brooks. He's still alive. So there you go. You have that, at least. His
Yeah.
younger brother. So.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
Ocean's 13. Yeah, he was in Ocean's 13.
We're
Go me.
depressing there.
At least. Yep. Well, now I am sad because the world just seems a little bleaker. I used to always do the thing where he's like, I'm going to do the stunt, and then he's like in a cast and stuff and all that.
Oh, and then also remember all his fun
It's very
stuff
Pee
on.
Wee Herman and all that, like, just,
And then
you know.
he was on what's it called? But Curb Your Enthusiasm too, playing.
Yeah, yep.
He's had a second career doing that. So a little late, but we miss you. Rest in peace, there, Super Dave Osborne.
Yeah, rest in peace there, Super Dave.
A little about a year and a half late, but why not? There he is, pointing the finger right at you. So you have a good day there.
He was always he always seemed so happy. I can't, you know what I mean?
And I love his voice.
I mean,
His voice was so characteristic.
Yeah, his voice was so unique. It was like that, like weird, like almost like I can't even really think of a way to describe it. It's just kind of.
You know what we should do in about 40 years when we're both like 70? We should make a show called Guess Who's Dead Now. And it'd be all.
Well, apparently we could play it right now, and I would have been wrong. I thought Super Dave was still alive.
But it'd be even sadder when we're old and really gray, like not just gray a little bit, but super gray. Be like, Joe, you know who's dead now?
Yeah.
Peggy Sue.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh no, not Philip Seymour Hoffman. Oh, he died 4 years ago. Shit.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Where was I thought he died. I thought I saw him last week at the supermarket. Oh man.
You know who died there? Jack Black. He died. Like, no, Jack Black's still alive, dude. Oh.
Yeah.
I must be mistaken then.
I must have been mistaken.
The Mandela effect coming back to us.
Whose grave did I pee on?
No, Grandpa. He died in the movie. No,
yeah. Now we're but
everyone's dead.
Everyone
dead of the coronavirus.
The only person who'll still be alive is Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
good old Keanu. He'll just keep living forever. That's all. I'm all right with that. I'm okay with it.
Well, he's gonna be.
He seems like a super cheery man.
You know what's sad? Like, there goes that SpongeBob movie where Keanu Reeves was in a bush. We can't watch that because of the corona. La Corona.
La Corona.
Because we won't see our John Wick in the thing.
Let's see. Any movie recommendations?
Well, you can watch
Onward.
Caesar. Onward.
Hail Caesar. Let's see.
Hey, next week you and I should.
Now, is it true that Disney Plus brought out the original versions of Star Wars, like unedited?
That's
something?
what they're saying. They're pulling
Or they
out
haven't done it yet.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're pulling out the originals, getting rid of the Lucas cut. But I was gonna say,
Well,
you and I should
I'm all
watch
for
it.
that.
You and I should watch Extraction for next week.
Oh yeah, I
Extraction,
saw the on Netflix Extraction
yeah,
with Thor,
Thor,
Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
He's one of the Chris's.
Hi,
All
Donnie.
right,
Thanks for
Donnie.
hanging
Thank
out
you for
with
coming,
us.
hanging out. Yeah, we're
Joe's
not
echoing my.
too much longer for this word
Oh
for
yeah,
this
it's over 7.
stream. Yep, it's
I got
already 7 o'clock.
I got a really early wake up time to go take care of the mayor tomorrow. Shoot the video of the mayor at 7 in the morning. That'll be fun. And then we'll shoot Manos after that.
Manos, Hand of Fate, and his apparently
He's watching.
shunned...
He's watching right now, and he's pissed off that I said that.
Yeah, he's like,
"What?"
wait a minute, is that what they say every time they see me? Yes.
No.
Me too, actually, or at least I do.
Yeah, I think it. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
I say it out loud because
Dick Clark salute. No, that's the.
There you go.
It's also the way in Hail Caesar. You gotta watch it just for the heck of it. It's the way that the one character. Dang it! I can't remember. I hate my senior moments there. The what's the? I'm sorry. I just gotta say it.
I haven't seen it.
Hail Caesar. It's that one actor that played the stripper. What's his face?
I recently bought Empire Strikes Back on Blu-ray, and I swear they made new alterations again. Well, hopefully not. Honestly, here's the thing. I had and I think you have them too, John, which is that one that they made, which was like the VHSs. It was that box set with the minor alterations. Like it was the first time George Lucas went back and started touching them. And it was like but the touches weren't bad. You just didn't know it was going to lead to him like full on bad touching the movies until they ripped that one guy out.
You remember when we went to the Star Wars in the 90s and it was like, oh, it's Star Wars on the screen again, yay! And everyone was like,
yeah,
and no one says,
well, we were happy because
2 minutes of extra footage and it's just like stuff happening. Who cares? But yay, it's on TV. Now Channing Tatum is the answer, Daniel. You're right. But Channing Tatum.
Okay, see, that's impressive. The Hand of Fear has them on Laserdisc. It's the one
That's crazy.
I kind of want to get a Laserdisc. I don't even know why because I've never did either. I went. We were gonna get one, and because it was like gonna be the new thing. And then the person that was going to give it to us because they were getting rid of it I guess it broke or something, or they broke it somehow. So we never got the Laserdisc. And I always was like, these things they looked cool as hell. Like, they look like records, essentially.
They're analog video,
and then we got DVD, and then it all went, then Laserdisc died. But I always wanted to get a Laserdisc.
Before DVD. Laserdisc was dead.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
Took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old Laserdisc.
Well, I mean, they were always there. Even with the Laserdisc, though, they'd be like, "Oh, you like VHS?" Like everybody always said it, like sold it like an upfront. You know what I mean? Like an upsale. Yeah. They became like the trendy thing.
Remember on the Simpsons where Snake steals like a VCR? He's like, looks at it. Oh no, Beta. Nobody today will get that joke. Nobody.
Yep.
But we will get it because I never had a Beta machine, but I knew what a Beta was. I knew a Beta machine.
Set up a P.O. box. We need to set up a P.O. box, and if someone sees a good Laserdisc, they should send it to us.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
I never see them. I haven't seen one in a really long time. I probably could eBay it or something, maybe. But
I like to, I've been kind of going on. I like to get more into 16 millimeter film. I got a new film projector. I don't know if you saw. You haven't been to my studio since this. I bought this new projector from that recycling
I'm trying to think
center.
last time. Oh, did you?
I don't remember when. Yeah, I got it for like $30. So it looks. I put it behind.
I don't think I saw
desk.
that. Then no, I didn't.
Just for show. I'm not gonna show you.
Trying to think, but I don't remember it being there. So I'm obviously it was probably I haven't been there for it.
Daniel Saldivar asks, "How old are you fellows? We're approaching 40. How about that? I guess just say that. That's fine."
Thanks for coming and hanging out there, Certain.
Certain Exposures, bro. Your passion for film is keeping me smiling and shooting for 200T stills this weekend. Oh, cool. I have my
38, and he is
Well,
37.
Joe just spoiled the beans there. I was keeping it a secret, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I think I said I was 38 last.
Well,
week,
I think everybody knew. You might have.
I think I did. It doesn't matter. But
I'm old. It doesn't matter. I said it on stream, so it wasn't really a big deal.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Staring
40 down the barrel. Yep. Still had 2 years on that one. Yep.
I was going to turn 40 and just refuse to acknowledge it. That's what happened in Peep Show. That's one of the final episodes. Jeremy turns 40, and that's his big thing. It's great.
Yeah.
Watch Peep Show. But I've got my camera in the car. That's my film camera. I got black and white film loaded into it. But I have not shot any of it at all yet. I was going to shoot some empty places, but I don't like running around places I'm not supposed to, it just bugs me. Quick question, BMD Cinema 4K or 6K? I don't know. 4K probably is better. 6K is probably more experimental. I don't know. That's a quick answer to that. So, hey, if you guys want to follow Joe, tell them about your Twitch stream so they can follow you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess, I don't know if you want to pop it up in there, but if you guys watch Twitch, we do video games and stuff like that, and I do like party games, and it's just kind of fun. We hang out and chit chat, and at some point, me and John need to get on there and do like a Trivial Pursuit like video, film style one. Though we did what was it? It was that Jackbox Murder Party one or whatever, and it had like a ton of movies references in it, and I actually won because of winning a movie or some movie stuff. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know. It's like twitch.tv/thewrongcast, and we just kind of have a little bit of fun. And if you roam around on that, and you can ask me any questions, and if John's in there, you can ask him some questions. Wait, you guys aren't even 40 yet? No, not yet.
Twitch is trying to make me sign in and all that crap. Well, I'm just going to show you so this is it's twitch.tv/thewrongcast. It's there. It's intended for mature audiences, by the way, which is a total lie. No one's mature on the show.
No one's mature. That's true.
There's no maturity whatsoever on this thing. But I think one of these we should do like maybe I'd like to try a Jackbox with this crowd.
That's true. I agree. Like get everybody in and give it a shot.
Is there a movie themed Jackbox that we could play?
I don't know. Let's see. Movie themed Jackbox.
The baby dinosaur. I'm not sure. I shoot with a Pentax 7067 II long lived film. That's fun. I want to try to. I'm shoot 35mm and I shoot 4x5s. And I want to see if I want to play with something in between too. If you guys want to throw me some suggestions for cheap used medium format cameras, if out there. That's honestly just weird stuff. I'm just asking stuff while Joe looks up Jackbox.
Doesn't look like it. It seems like all of them just have aspects, but there's not one focusing on movie cinema or like cinema quizzes.
Maybe we could do one of those drawing ones, but try to like have people like try to go for more cinema style.
Oh, there you go. There is a custom version of Drawful. You can make a custom version, so we could essentially put in make our own one and put a bunch of stuff in there. We could draw whatchamacallit, like they're a scene essentially. We could just get a whole bunch of stuff. Oh wait, there's apparently a Cards Against Humanity Cinema Edition.
That might not be fun.
I don't know what that would do. That would be interesting.
Yeah,
cool. I'm wondering if the tabletop has the cinema edition.
Come back in the frame, Joe.
Oh shoot,
Back in
I
the
can't
frame.
see. Oh, there we go.
That's
What
funny.
did you? So what was I like off? Oh, I can't
You're
even
like,
see where I am. All
you're like, hey, so that's really good.
right. How's it going? Woo!
Oh well. Well,
Yeah,
it
I
is
slowly
7.
started slouching in the chair, and then I started sitting up, and then I'm out of frame completely.
It is 7:12,
But
and the sun is down and gone. Well, not completely
yeah,
down,
it's
but
slowly getting
gone.
darker in this
It's
room
getting too dark
too.
for us to stream here, so I think we're going to say good night to the folks. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a
Yeah,
pleasure tonight.
yeah. So again, if anybody wants to come see us on the Wrongcast one, and
On the
also
Wrongcast,
I
yep.
think we will. I think we're gonna try to get the filmmaker IQ Twitch channel up too, so we can
That'd
do
be
some
fun.
stuff on that.
Yeah,
Just because also we should be streaming on both YouTube and Twitch when we do these things, so we should probably
maybe.
start trying to incorporate both.
Do you think that Twitch would be better for that game rather than YouTube?
I think so, but I mean, we don't know. I would guess it would be a curiosity of how many people have Twitch as well in our stream, because I
Yeah.
mean, if everybody's on YouTube, we probably should just do it on YouTube. But if everybody has Twitch as well, then making the switch would probably be better because we can initiate the Twitch activation on certain games so that only people have to sign in,
Not the
so they
weirdos
can't just
show up.
yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
All
Alrighty,
right.
well, let's put some music back up and say goodnight.
All right,
to
guys.
everybody.
Thank you so much for coming and hanging out.
Let's do the Dick Clark's or Channing Tatum salute. See you later, guys. As I pull up the graphic. Good night.
All right.